This is Lara Henares making your day with the second and last part of Conrado de Queiroz' article entitled Ambivalence. And we continue to quote and to conclude. In Pinoy's case, the enemy is far more abstract and faceless. Who are those who oppose us, whose principles are inherently opposed to us, who oppose everything we have already done? The Arroyo camp has no presidential candidate, and even less does the left. The, until recently, dominant one and prohibitive favorite is Jojo Binay, whom Pinoy hasn't included in the camp of the enemy. He not only has not spoken out against him in the name of the Daang Matuwid, he has also implicitly adverted to him as an ally. Continuing the tack he took in the speech at Brussels, he said, Binay has committed to me that to be supportive until the last day of my term, and I appreciate that. So, if Pinoy is running for a second time to stop a threat, who in God's name is that threat? Number two, it brings the country to the edge of a political abyss. Pinoy himself is at least accurately aware of it. In a thoughtful interview with the Inquirer, he pondered his dilemma. On one hand, there is his fear of the wrong successor making a mess of everything. Paano kung binababoy lahat na ginawa mo? On the other hand, he knows he could open a Pandora's box. Changing the Constitution and running again will open the ground for somebody staying in office and perpetuating himself. Think about it. If we allow a second term, then there will be those who would go for a parliamentary shift. There will be no term limits for life. No matter how good you are, at some point in time, you will be out of touch with your bosses, he once said. More about this after these messages. This is Lara Henares making your day with the second and last part of Conrado de Queiroz' article entitled Ambivalence. And we continue to quote and to conclude. Now, that is the point. Running again for president will set a very dangerous precedent that can and will be used by successive leaders, not all of which will have a record of achievement to trot out, and not all of which can say with conviction, none of my decisions stems from personal interest. While at that, why should a second term be enough? Why can't you say at the end of the second term, corruption is still rife, the growth is still not enough to bring us on par with our neighbors, the peace in the South remains fragile, I need yet one more term. An argument for a second 6-year term is not just an argument for another 6-year term, it is an argument for perpetuity. Number three, it opens up yet another danger that Pinoy himself has had the perspicacity to see. No matter how good you are, at some point, you will be out of touch with your bosses. The folly is to imagine that when you act, you remain unchanged. You merely change the world around you. In fact, when you act, you yourself are changed by your action, along with the world around you. The Pinoy who will run in 2016, if he runs in 2016, will not be the same Pinoy who ran in 2010. He himself proposes it could be an improved one, bettered by experience. Others will worry it will be a despoiled one, laid low by power. This is Lara Henares making your day, saying good day, God bless you. Thank you very much for being with us. Till next time, hasta la bye-bye.